Welcome to episode 1107 of the Multifamily Collective. Let's talk about pushing a beach ball underneath the water and trying to hold it down long term. That is a task. Before we talk about that, I would encourage you to run over to MultifamilyCollective.com, sign up for our weekly newsletter. People are signing up left and right, and I just want to make sure that you get in on the action. It's a newsletter that we send out once a week on a Friday, full of tips and tricks and neat things that I've been talking about or learning about rather over the course of the last 7 days. So that being said, pushing the beach ball beneath the surface of the water and holding it down is sometimes most of the time, a very fruitless task because you're unable to do it, whether it be that you're trying to hold it down with your body and because of the sort of buoyancy of the ball, it sort of flips you off and it escapes. You're trying to hold it down. Otherwise, you're trying to hold it down with just your arm strength, and that doesn't work so good. But I think that is a great analogy for the way that we sometimes try to hold back information that might be useful in terms of making decisions. And we hold back information because we know that it's going to be very painful in the near term. Painful in some respect. It's, that you're going to be held accountable, you're going to be held responsible, you're going to have to actually invest some time in going through a conversation with someone that is going to be uncomfortable. So you hold it down, you try to hold it down, and so what happens when you can't and that ball comes bursting out of the water with velocity that just shoots it above the surface of the water? It's an explosion, right? It's like a volcano going off. And it's like that with conversation, right? When you leave out information or you don't disclose information or you don't give pure definition to an issue so that you can make decisions that yield fruitful outcomes, you're just holding that ball down and you're just avoiding the inevitable, and that is that ball is going to come out of the water, and sometimes that ball is going to hit you right in the face, or it's going to hit somebody else right in the face, and that's going to feel painful and uncomfortable, and it's not going to be a good outcome. So my encouragement to you is this: have fun when you're at the beach and trying to hold that ball below the water. That is a fun exercise and a lot of enjoyment in that with you and your family and your friends. But don't do that in business. Don't hold those truths and those facts and those other things that are necessary to make good business decisions below the surface, because they will only come back to hit you in the nose at some point. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.